Here we have the beautiful blue cat, or purple cat. Purple. That is purple.
It was indigo when I did it, but it's kind of been a few weeks.
That works.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah.
So the audio was out for like the first couple minutes of that.
No!
Hi, welcome to SCNS Live.
We're all here.
We're all here. We are physical, in physical forms.
So far.
So far, I think. Yes.
Did somebody else
Yes.
check the volume? Just because I
No.
screwed up there. I appreciate it.
No, did you check the volume now?
I did check the volume, okay?
Okay.
But I did the all mute thing, which I found what that button is again, by the way.
Oh, good.
It says July 8th.
We're just gonna have to mark it with a sticky that says
Yeah,
mute.
push here, dummy. It's a PhD button.
Oh yeah, that one. But all that you missed was us talking about mud wrestling dragons, which honestly just sounds like a lot of fun.
Fairly standard.
Exactly.
But
You know, that old gig.
I am not here to do this show alone because what's the fun in that? Over here we have the lovely purple cat.
Hi.
And directly to my right we have the lovely blue and brown Kas.
Thank you very much. I know it's been a minute since we were here. Might I just say
16 months.
donate
Nobody's counting.
donate to eviction relief funds if you can. It was a hard 2020.
Yeah.
We made it.
We made it.
And we didn't get evicted.
Donate to eviction relief if you can.
And working behind the board, turning the knobs, and making us sound beautiful when he remembers the button that we also always forget. The lovely Jason the X.
I'm lovely? Really?
Yes, you are lovely.
What I would like to just go ahead and let everybody know my usual public service announcement of go to supercoolnerdshow.com for all your daily news.
Can you say it a little bit lower and a little bit more
I'm just saying, just
sultry?
go over to
Yeah.
supercoolnerdshow.com.
All your
Can I get that?
ASMR needs
Can I say
and
that again?
everything.
Can I-
Go to supercoolnerdshow.com.
SCNS
I
after
can Billy
dark.
D. Williams.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
We're always after
What y'all
dark.
need to do is
It's
go
light
on over
outside,
to
but whatever.
supercoolnerdshow.com for all your news, reviews, and daily content. Which I just put our D&D game up there from last Saturday.
Woo!
Our D&D games are getting some traffic, yeah.
Go watch us
Fantastic.
fail to make a fire.
Yes.
It's not my fault.
Absolutely fail.
He's pretty, not smart.
She's
She's hanging in there.
hanging in there.
I'd like to point. I mean, I'd like to point that normally at this time of the year we will be relegating in all kinds of San Diego Comic-Con news from preview night. But sadly, SDCC will be at home again this year. But hey, should still be good. I already missed out on one exclusive, so it's like a regular San Diego
Of course,
Comic-Con
yeah.
now.
That's absolutely fair.
It's alright, you don't have space for another exclusive, it's fine.
I can find it. Don't worry about me. Stand my business. Anyway, I would like to point out that there is a Twitter account. It goes by @PumRibby, PUMRIBBY, and it is the most entertaining Twitter account out there right now because he is still at San Diego Comic-Con. He has gone to the convention. He is seeing everything in his mind's eye, and I am living through his Twitter feed. But it's recently been updated. There's actually some cosplayers showing up at the
Amazing.
building.
Of course.
I love it.
Nerds find a way. So go check him out @PumRibby on Twitter. It's definitely
And if you're
entertaining.
going there, if you're not vaccinated, first of all,
keep
what are
your
you
ass at home.
doing? But second, wear masks.
Got my Fauci ouchie.
Oh yeah, same. Months ago.
420.
We got our second dose on 420.
Oh, I love it.
I like that she laughs as she says it.
It was totally coincidental. It was just
Yeah.
2 weeks after the first one, but that's how I remember it now.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Surprised you remember anything on that day. I'm just saying.
And we got shots and we were tired and sore.
Yeah.
Like, there was nothing fun happening that day except for we were vaccinated, so.
I gotta say, I'm loving that we're having the exact conversation I've had over the last 2 months. Every time I see someone, so how'd your vaccination go? How'd your vaccination go?
Which one did you
I died.
get?
Which one did
you
you
get the
get?
Pfizer, the Johnson
Did you get
Johnson?
Pfizer or Moderna?
It's like
I don't know
gang-
anyone who got Johnson & Johnson.
I keep trying to come up with like a gang sign for Pfizer, but it's not working. I tried.
That's not.
Do you like that P?
I was about to go PF, but like it's not great.
Yeah.
I'm in that Pfizer family, yo.
I'm with Moderna.
P is silent in family too.
Anyway.
Family.
Anyways,
So
I got
news.
fam.
yes, this show is not just us being weird, although that is a good bit of the charm, but we do talk about news, so let's kick off this segment with some super cool nerd news. Alright, we're gonna kick this off with some Netflix news. Netflix announced this week that they are going to be going into the gaming market. I'm sure you're all shocked. I was quite shocked when I saw that. They will be adding a gaming section to their subscription service for no additional costs. Currently, they're going to be focusing more so on things like mobile games, but they do want to continue branching out further into the game market. This is just like a nice little tiny step into that.
Tiny step.
Very tiny step. I would rather them take a tiny step than take a giant leap. Microsoft, I'm watching you
Yeah,
with
fair.
Stadia.
Is that their logo?
No,
Okay.
that I found the Netflix logo, moved the text up, and then drew a really bad controller.
I like it. That's cute.
I was wondering if that was going to be their custom controller, and I was like,
No, that is definitely
listener.
that is definitely an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
Also, Netflix, if you take that idea, I would like compensation. Thank you very much.
No,
Netflix is
duh.
great about that.
Yeah, I know. We don't know what games will be available via the Netflix gaming mobile currently. But this is a small step in a larger push for having more games on the platform, considering they do have Mike Verdu hired as their one of their, like, in charge of this. I can't remember what the title is, but he was the Electronic Arts and Oculus executive. So
Here's my question about that. So, first of all, why? They saw Google did it and it was so easy and so fun, so popular. They're like, here's some extra money. And secondly, like, Netflix on mobile works fine. It does not work like it was designed for mobile. It just works fine. So, like, I mean, I know they brought in a new team or whatever, but, like, why?
I don't know.
Subtle? Oh, the mic.
You know, I'm just gonna say it.
Just
Please
tell
move.
me.
Yeah,
Move
please
the mic.
Yeah,
There's not
'cause
that
you
many
keep
people
facing
here.
that way, and you're facing away.
No, yeah, you're
That's
right.
totally
I
fair.
should have thought of that.
Your question is why, or your question is why now?
No, why?
Just why at all?
Like, why?
That's a very good question, and I also would like the answer to that because
There's a-
it.
I got no why.
Oh, okay.
Money.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
sure.
They've seen the success. I mean, a lot of people have seen the success of what Microsoft is doing right now with their games on PC and Xbox. They want someone to have money. Does Netflix have enough dough to get into this field? Probably.
Probably, but the question again becomes, what kind of games are we going to be streaming through them?
I don't know. They said their focus was on mobile. If I were them,
Currently. They want-
currently, if I were them, I would be building out a streaming integration platform, and maybe that's what they're doing. What they have done is they figured out how to buffer videos, how to play them very well, how to do all of that. Live is a different environment, but it's not entirely that different. So yeah, hopefully we'll see some increases in streaming technology, that kind of thing. Who knows?
I don't know. And this might be just completely out of left field, honestly, but Bandersnatch was released a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was the very, very beginnings of a something that responds to you within the context of a video. Do you think that they might be going a little bit harder into the kind of choose your own adventure, which would be different than most of the games that we see now, especially with Telltale not doing fantastically?
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
I mean, I think they saw their subscriptions leap from doing The Witcher. And if you could do partner streams with people playing games, and I know it was a book series before it was
Yeah.
anything, but like playing games and releasing series and whatever, they're only getting a very small percentage of the capital from the success of something like that compared to
You think they're trying to have everything under the same umbrella?
that's the Disney way.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's fair. Netflix releases a book, then makes a game out of it, then makes a TV show out of the game out of it,
And a
then
movie.
makes a comic book series based on the TV show, based on the game, based on the book that they released.
With a companion movie to follow.
Exactly. Like,
And then
it's
we
not a
have the
bad
children's animated series and the
play. Based
t-shirts.
on the comic book, based on the TV show, based on the game, based on the books.
When you said children's animated series, my brain went Witcher for children.
I did that too, which I didn't want to, like,
I think it's
about
just
what
like-
that looks like.
Hunting, right? And fishing? Like,
Yeah, I
and
guess.
trying to climb things.
Like Animal Crossing, but it's just Geralt.
Yeah.
What words are we going to use instead of, his traditional, fuck?
He's gonna say, "Aw, dinkies."
I mean,
I would
honestly,
not
Animal
watch that
Crossing has got it with the. Yeah. I mean, like,
Wow.
some of those characters are definitely cursing.
Yeah.
You just can't hear it.
Actually, I think it turned out like what they're saying is actually what's in the text box. They just speed it up super fast.
Really.
Yeah. Because
But don't you, like, sometimes, like, when you get bit by a tarantula or something, don't you, like, swear? No?
Tarantulas don't bite people. I
no,
don't
when you get bit by a tarantula, you pass out and wake up in front of your house.
Why do you get bit by a
Maybe I just
tarantula?
curse.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Tarantulas and scorpions wander your island at night. It's a way to make kids go to sleep.
Scorpions really sting people, though.
Yeah, yeah. It's so with New Horizons, it was basically like you like playing a horror movie at night because it'd be like, oh la la la, let me go catch this beetle, and then you'd see a tarantula like, ooh, I need that for my log, and then it actually rears up, and if you just actually walk towards it, like just move towards it, it chases you. It will chase you, and it's terrifying. And then when it bites you, you get like the stars around your head, and you fall over. And when you wake back up, you're in front of your house.
Looking forward to that movie. Do we have anything else from Netflix?
Nope. That's it. Kat, what you? Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Nope.
No, go ahead.
All right. Well, I have a Netflix story, actually. Michelle Monaghan, who you might know from Kiss Kiss Bang Bang or the not annoying Liv Tyler, she has gotten cast in a... Look at her face and tell me I'm wrong, Jason. Look at her face and tell me I'm wrong. She has been cast in the new psychological thriller called Echoes. It's
Ooh.
the story of two identical twins who basically share lives. They have husbands, they have families, and they just kind of swap around. It's this very choreographed dance until one of the sisters gets kidnapped. And so, yeah, starring Michelle Monaghan. I'm kind of excited for this, honestly, because she is a very, very talented actress. She was in the Cult TV show with Aaron Paul and Hugh Dancy. She's very, very talented. And, yeah, like, look at her face and tell me I'm wrong. That is Liv Tyler, except she doesn't talk like this. Yes!
She
You're
makes,
wrong for other reasons.
She makes different faces when she
She also
acts.
does make different faces, and that I'm always a fan of that in acting.
That's different from, Liv Tyler,
Literally,
who mostly goes off the one.
it's literally the meme of she's out of line, but she's not right. She's not wrong.
Exactly.
That was one of the best memes to come from that show. Like,
I've had it used on me several
yeah.
times.
Absolutely.
Of course you have.
Yeah. Echoes. We don't really have a date yet. It is from, this is my only kind of hitch with it. It's from the creator of 13 Reasons Why, which famously did not do good. They had a brutally, realistic, but traumatizing. They had a traumatizing sequence involving a suicide that they went and asked multiple experts if they should show this scene, and multiple experts told them not to. And so I'm a little bit worried that it is that creator. Hopefully he has learned his lesson. Just
There's
not
no
doing
way.
that.
Because
You don't
people
think
had
so?
to tell him 13 Reasons Why is already, it's weird. It's victim blamey in that the victims of the experience, I guess, like the friends and the family, it was their faults entirely. And while I understand that we have to support better and stuff, telling somebody it's your fault that your friend didn't make it is unhealthy, and he made the whole show on that premise.
Yeah.
When experts were already about that, and then ignored their advice again. So I'm concerned, but I don't know. What do you think?
The premise for Echo sounds really good, and that has me really excited. But if that same person is in charge of it, and it turns out to be one of those same things, yikes! It's definitely one of those I will have to wait for reviews for before I go see it, because 13 Reasons Why was already on my list of I can't watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried. I didn't care for the tone, like,
Even though Brian Darcy James was in it, which is not fair.
barely.
How could he betray us like that?
He's an actor. Have you ever done a character that's different from you?
Nope.
Also, one of the characters does share a name with me, and
That's right.
so no.
Anyway, so, you can decide whether or not you're going to see it. I do really, really love this actress, so it's going to be hard for me not to.
Let's just have our fingers crossed.
I mean, like, the Russo brothers did Arrested Development before they did some of the good movies in MCU. And, like, Arrested Development is one of my favorite shows, but they're very different tonalities to them. So, like,
Arrested Development in the MCU?
A little bit.
Slightly.
Arrested Development, everyone's a bad
worst
person,
person
like
in the world.
every single person, and it shouldn't be as funny as it is, but like it is. And then the MCU is very much driven by the hero story, so quite a bit different.
Yep, we'll see.
Yeah.
What do you have for us this week?
If we're talking about TV shows, I have that Anansi Boys is coming to Amazon. It's one of the more famous Neil Gaiman stories. He's trying to get everything made. Actually, I think they're just trying to get everything of his made, because I don't know if you guys have heard this, but they're making a Good Omens season 2, which they had not been planning on at first. And it turns out that there was a lot of story planned for successive with Terry Pratchett, whatever. Sequel to Good Omens that they never made before. Unfortunately, Terry passed away. So a lot of those story hooks and ideas are going into Good Omens season 2. I'm excited about it already. What's his name that plays Michael something?
Michael Sheen.
Michael Sheen was like, I don't know why they're making another one. He's like, if I can get along with David Tennant and we cannot, we can stand to work together, it may be fine. But that's his
They have
sense
their
of
own
humor.
show
He's
together
very
now
dry.
where they just talk to each other.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think they'll be okay. Anansi Boys is a very different kind of story.
Yes, I'm curious. In American Gods, Orlando Jones showed up as one of them. Yes,
As
like,
the dad.
yeah,
Yeah.
from that series. I don't know if he's going to be tapped to play his role. He was very good.
I really hope so.
He was, yeah.
He was he made Anansi exactly as I imagined him.
Like mad and cheery, but mad, and like it seemed like he brought a lot of himself to that role.
I like to point out that black people memorized that speech. Just saying.
Oh
Just
yeah. Oh, yeah. That was
That's absolutely fair.
I
It
met
was a-
him once.
Orlando Jones?
Yeah, I worked at Dr. Pepper 7-Up when I was very young, like 17, 18, and they did a campaign that he famously fronted with 7-Up.
Yours.
With the... Yeah.
Make 7-Up yours.
I bought one of
He
my
came to our corporate office. I didn't like meet him, but like just kind of was in a group he was introduced to.
That's
He was-
really cool though.
He was really cool. I still have some of that merchandise somewhere. It said make 7 on the back, set up yours. It was clever. Go look up those commercials if you've never seen them. They were pretty great.
I like it. But Anansi voice. Like, I'm excited.
We don't know
It's a
almost
very
anything about
strange
it.
Story. Like, it's a real weird story to make
Yeah.
into a TV show. But at this point, I think I would trust Neil Gaiman to do anything.
You know what wouldn't be that weird? Sandman. Sandman wouldn't be that weird as a TV show. And we keep getting casting news. I will say, if you see like the most famous casting poster going around, go look up who you know the actors from, because the vibe I got off the person they cast to play Death was very like severe. And then it turns out it was an actress that I loved that was very cheery and kind of effervescent, exactly who you'd want them to fit. And they've done a lot of diversity casting, some
Yes,
new
they have.
interesting people.
They made Lucifer a girl. Sorry, I'm really excited about it. It's Gwendolyn Christie. I think she's going to be amazing.
And Death is a person of color. It's a black girl she was in The Good Place, and I loved her character in The Good Place. I'm so excited.
She's amazing.
They're still doing like the gothy vibe, it looks like, but like on her, and like black gothic girls are so cute in that vibe.
Yes.
Neil Gaiman, straight up killing it since 19...
And they cast a they as Desire.
Which you gotta.
Neil Gaiman famously said that if he'd written it now, that Desire would have been gender fluid. So it's perfect.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be good.
I'm so
I'm excited.
And good for Neil Gaiman.
Yes.
Yeah, he really needed a win.
Yeah.
What have
don't
you
mind
got,
you
Jason?
breaking.
Are you okay?
Are you breaking everything?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was doing things. I'm sorry.
Would you like to tell us?
Yeah, I'll give it
Your-
a shot here. Okay.
Give us your first story this week.
Yeah. So, one I am excited about. I'll take you back to the long, long time ago of this time, 2019, when Marvel was doing one of their awesome panels in Hall H, and Mahershala Ali was brought out, and they said he was going to play Blade. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock to the year 2021. We finally have news of this movie. So, also, if you want to check it out, this article is on supercoolnerdshow.com. I'm going to squeeze those in wherever I can. Now, first off, we did find out that this will be Marvel's first, I was going to say something, but global majority person writing the movie. It's what we're using instead of people of color. Global majority. Anyway, we talked about it at the cookout. Anyway.
I dig it.
That's fair.
Why didn't you
Stacey-
invite us to the cookout?
Stacey Osei Kuffour is the first black woman to screenwrite a movie for the MCU, and her script is finished. Now, take this with a grain of salt, but it is rumored, heavily rumored, that our director is going to be, I'm sorry, why can't I get the name here? Bassam Tariq. He previously directed These Birds Walk. He doesn't have a lot of film credit to his name. He did do a really interesting series during Ramadan, where him and someone else, they basically vlogged them going to different mosques, which is the only work I knew him from. Honestly, it's very good. But he is set to direct Mahershala Ali in our first outing of Blade with Mahershala Ali. And filming is actually set to start this month in Atlanta.
Ooh.
So Blade is finally making it to the, and also we're getting a female screenwriter who's black and a Muslim American directing it. I couldn't be happier. And also Mahershala Ali. Am I the only one that also feels like, I know he was already in Luke Cage. Is Mahershala Ali too good for the MCU? Like, I love him. Granted, I want him for Blade. I want him for Blade.
Yeah.
Nobody take this away from me. But it's almost like I feel
he's too good to be like Falcon or something.
no, he's too good just to like act in a comic book movie. I'm just saying. I know he's in True Detective and everything. Like, he's just that good.
I don't know. He is that good. He's that
Yes.
talented, but like, you gotta think about it as a serious step up from what was the president? House of Cards.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And he was on there for a hot minute.
He was in that.
Yeah.
I will say, like, there are some actors that can get me on their side no matter what role they're playing in 30 seconds flat. And he is one of those actors. Like, I don't care what. In Luke Cage, like, I was aware that he was the bad guy, but a little bit of me was like, yeah.
Oh, like his
Whatever you want.
standoffs.
He's starting to make a point.
I think I believe him.
His standoffs with not just Luke Cage, but what's her name? Like, was so good. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of depth to it. I'll give it to MCU that they've been doing well when they hire people of color to do. People of color can do anything, but especially if it's a story about people of color, then hiring people of color
I was
to
actually
write
wrong
and direct.
on the filming. Filming has not begun. It was supposed to have, but it has been. But I mean, they're also filming Black Panther right now.
Yeah.
The second installment.
I was about to say my deepest apologies to him for having to shoot in Atlanta in summer in the Blade outfit.
They've got a huge.
No, I know, but like
air-conditioned
as a
set. That'd be all
cosplayer, like I know that life and it's a rough
And
one.
honestly, I was looking at like the old Blade movie still kind of stands. It's still good. I mean,
Does it? I haven't seen it in a
granted,
minute.
the third one, Wesley Snipes like went crazy on that one and tried to kill the director. But you know, that's another story
Refused
for
to
another
open his
time.
eyes, yeah.
But I think he's got some pretty big shoes to fill. But if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Marshall Ali.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
amazing.
So anyway, yes, Blade should have its director. It's pretty much solidified at this point, and I'm glad they're giving people who haven't had a lot of work in this field.
I mean, you're gonna have to if you're gonna like try and right some of the wrongs done in the film industry. Then, unfortunately, you're not going to have some of your roles filled by extremely experienced people, because that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Is that some like you can't find a woman with a ton of blockbuster movies to hire because they haven't given them a ton. So yeah, I'm excited. Black Panther is filming right now, I think, and they announced somebody else today, I think, is going to be in it. Yeah,
I wasn't even
Michaela or Michaela. It's Michaela
It's
or
Michaela.
Michaela Coel. I don't know who she is. She's gorgeous.
We're unsure of her role too. So.
Yeah, she's real pretty.
She is.
Oh, she's so pretty.
They
That's
just need
all
to
I got
announce
on
his name
that.
more. That's all. Because he's in it. Anyway, back over to you, Cora.
All right. Speaking of vampires,
Yes.
we have a new anime coming out this October from Noriyasu Agematsu. If that name does sound familiar to you, it is because he is the person that was in charge of Uta no Prince-sama, a famous boy band, essentially anime. Except this one is going to be about visual kei vampires. I'm sold already. I need to know nothing else. Done. Let me go. But I will give a little bit more to that.
Good, because I don't know what that means.
Oh, I have no idea what's going on.
Right. So to give like a quick definition, visual kei is a style of dress for rock bands in Japan. It's characterized mostly by the varying levels of makeup and elaborate hair, flamboyant costumes. It's often coupled as well with androgynous aesthetics. You do not know the gender of the person that is playing the music unless... Actually, no, you just don't. You just don't know. A lot of people also associate it with specific kinds of music. However, it is basically mostly in like a rock, punk rock, metal kind of genre. But you also have a lot of bands that go into like more musical, orchestral type music. If you're curious about visual kei, you can check out Bucktick, Malice Miser, and LMC. Those are top three bands I have for you. All three different. Check them out. But to circle back to this one, you will essentially you have visual kei bands. All of them are actually vampires. You have Eclipse, Oz, and Lost Eden. Once a year, they get together under the red moon to perform in Japan's Harajuku district and offer their best songs to the red moon while also entrancing their audience.
Yeah, I was there last summer. It was great. Have David Harbour sit on it. It's this one.
Ah, okay. I was like, I don't know what that. Okay.
I'm like, he's not here, is he?
Our main protagonist is going to be Anji Yuki. He's a lonely boy that goes to Harajuku to see his favorite bands perform, and he sees the battle between Eclipse and Lost Eden and is, as you would expect, entranced by it. He does become, from what I've gathered, the vocalist for Oz, which is another band that will be in the show. So this will be very interesting. Normally, these kind of musical shows where you have like a main character and several bands, typically it's very... You have like the girl, she's like the manager, the promotional director, fan that has something to do with it or something, schoolmate, insert whatever you want here. So it's interesting that we're going to have a male as the protagonist. And also, I'm just very excited. From the trailer, it already sounds fantastic. They've got the music style down really well. All of the music is being done by Elements Garden.
Dope.
I'm very excited.
No, I got it.
This is a core thing.
Absolutely. I totally
We
got
all
it.
have our thing. And sad vampire boys are apparently hers.
Hey!
Not just boys.
I'm sorry, demon.
Sad vampire people.
Sad, okay. Yeah, I understand.
I mean, I know I love Alucard from Castlevania. He's
The saddest boy of all.
the saddest vampire
His
boy.
son?
Huh?
His son?
Is what? Really? Alucard? You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so sad.
Yeah,
I was making sure I had the right character.
Oh yeah, he is the
super, super sad.
He's the saddest boy.
Saddest vampire boy.
I identify more as a Trevor.
Yeah, you do. You are
Surprise.
Trevor. Surprise. But
It's the whip thing.
I know.
I have been listening to stuff that would qualify as like visual kei music since I was in high school. We're not going to get into how long ago that was. A lot of those bands I mentioned, I've
6
listened-
months.
Yes, 6 months. So, seeing that there was going to be a visual kei anime in general had me very excited because we haven't had that before. Normally, visual kei music is relegated to the opening theme. Like, bands that would fall into that umbrella are like, no, you're going to do the opening, and we'll give, like, one character that aesthetic, and that's it. So, to have a whole show where that is the point, I'm very excited. I'm also very excited to see what kind of songs come out of it, but unfortunately, we have to wait till October. I don't want to wait that long.
I got you beat.
Clearly never went toy hunting. Or have to wait for pre-orders.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have you beat. We don't know when it's coming out. So The Last of Us, right?
Oh no.
The Last of Us, announced at HBO. No idea when it's happening.
That's because in TV you have to put it out when you say you're going to.
Yeah.
Looking at you, all of the game studios.
All of the games, too, including, The Last of Us game that came out like a full year and a half after they originally said it was going to. So, I have two little bits of information for you. The first is, if you watched Fringe or Mindhunter, you will recognize Anna Torv. She's, she's the blonde, she's the main character in Fringe. She is going to be playing, I forgot her name, your smuggling buddy from the first part of The Last of Us.
Oh.
Yeah. She's going to be playing her. I think she's going to do a really good job, honestly. She plays very, very complicated characters, and she perfected an American accent a long time ago. She is Australian.
So she says
her
anything wrong.
Original accent is super annoying, and so we're glad that she can do an American one. The second is...
No offense.
No offense to Australians, I guess. The second is, we're looking at budgets per episode that exceed Game of Thrones. We're looking at a full 8-figure per episode budget on this series.
Okay, I hate to interrupt, but look, I love The Last of Us. But really?
8.
Do you need that much to shoot?
Figure, this is the number announced by HBO.
Do you need that much money to shoot somebody just walking through the woods for a long ass time?
That was my
This is my
question.
thing.
They don't. Last of Us does not have the number of characters that Game of Thrones does, and it's mostly things that either exist with real people or you can kind of make using real people pretty quickly.
Do we know where they're filming yet?
It
Canada.
must be 75
no wonder
places.
so-
They must have bought a house in Vancouver.
No wonder. So there's where you find some abandoned places.
Okay.
Canada.
There are a couple of sequences, no spoilers for the game. There
Yeah.
are a couple of sequences that would be very expensive to shoot. There are a couple of like really large houses, that kind of thing, for some important parts in the game. Aside from that, it is kind of walking through the middle of nowhere or through kind of dilapidated cities and towns.
Yeah, we're talking Lord of the Rings walking.
We're talking more than anything. We're talking The Walking Dead, which has a budget but does not have this kind of budget.
And didn't have a huge budget starting out.
And absolutely nailed
The
well,
first few
it's also
seasons.
Georgia, but nailed the rundown aesthetic.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I take no offense. I know.
Find that
I know what Georgia's
in Georgia
about.
real quick. Plus, like, Georgia has this very interesting ratio of you're in the city and then out of the city, like, all at once. So I feel like I went there once. It would be pretty easy in some, but yeah, rundown is a real aesthetic that can be
Canada, so it
found.
might be a little bit harder to get that rundown aesthetic, but I have no idea what they're spending this on. It's kind of exciting because it means that they really believe in this project and want to put a lot of money into this project, but
There's no way they're paying Pedro Pascal $9 million an episode, which is how I think you get to that price tag.
Yeah.
Like, there's not.
like they're just not doing that.
And known actors, Game of Thrones, it was mostly like Peter Dinklage, like mostly, but they
yeah,
had
others.
a huge cast.
And this is fundamentally a
beginning.
story about two people.
All I'm saying is, like, can I get a warning? Whatever episode has a clicker in it. Because I'm telling you right now, you want to get shot? Make a clicker noise behind me.
My guess is third.
You
Third episode.
you want to get stabbed? And
I'm gonna
well, yeah,
take
you have
some
to stab
DM
him.
notes real quick. Don't mind me.
Oh, yeah.
If I hear a
clicky
clicker noise behind me,
monster.
I'm doing something and running.
I'm not watching this show in surround sound. That's all I'm saying.
Oh!
like, no, thank
Oh
you.
no.
So I've never played the game. What does a clicker sound like?
We don't need to know.
It's a little
Continue
bit like,
on with the show.
It's a little Predator-ish.
The little predator.
But I've also told y'all I don't like the predator noise either.
No. I'm just for her. Yeah.
But the clickers are
That's
faster.
my best. It's the rolling tongue
and it
backwards.
changes in pitch and stuff too. So it's like you took my fear of predator clicking and made it worse.
Yeah.
Oh, well
I
then.
think you first run into them underneath the train station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Dude's like, oh, I remember.
I was like, what is that? What is that? There's nobody in the room. I'm
Just,
still
like,
going, what is that?
twitching.
What is that?
Twitching. Yeah.
What do I have to do
Anyway.
not to get killed?
So yeah, that's it's gonna be interesting. I want to see what they spend this budget on.
They're gonna shoot everything at midnight, and then like try and make it almost light enough to see.
They're gonna hire V Neil to do all the makeup.
I don't think makeup art still like
Yeah,
they
no,
could
I
bring
know.
on V and
Everyone
Glenn.
else from that show.
and,
watch the old Face Off. It was a reality makeup competition. It was amazing.
Only
Oh, that was fun.
enthusiastic endorsement I have given so far to a reality show. They've made monster movie makeup.
Oh, one more little bit of information. It is being show run by the original director of the game, whose name is Neil Druckmann, and the guy that did Chernobyl, the HBO series.
Yeah,
Rick Mazin.
that checks.
So
Can tell a story.
Trust them so much. You want to talk about like horror, like kind of cosmic horror? Craig, he nailed it. So anyway, that is my Last of Us. A little bit of information for this week.
Excellent. What you got for us?
I don't have anything more in TV, but along the line of movies, there's been some interesting things happening the last couple of weeks. So Spider-Man 3, right?
Oh no.
What is it called? Far From Home?
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Going Away.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
No Way Home. So Sam Raimi is directing, I think, right? Yeah, Sam Raimi's directing. And there have been a ton of rumors that we're going to see Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire pop up to play bit parts. What is not rumors, what is confirmed as far as I know, Alfred Molina is going to come back. One of the other bad guys, I don't remember. Alfred Molina was so good. But yeah, there's been a lot of rumors of this, but the movie's not slated to come out for I think like 5 months, around 5 months from now, which is what, like November, something like that.
It actually comes out in December.
December. So apparently, some movie theaters, specifically Cinepalace and Westtown, one of those is in Cinepalace, I think, is in Delaware, got impatient and started putting movie posters up for it. The funny thing is, there have been no movie poster images released. They have taken fan-made movie posters and put them up in their theater.
Is this one of them?
I think that is one of them.
Oh my god.
Like that one, the one that I found is good. Like it's well done. I mean, as far as fan made, you don't have new images. I first learned to Photoshop doing something very similar to that. We Photoshopped employees into an employee of the month, like posters. I made Iron Man was one of my first. Then Mr. Potato Head, because I hated the guy that won. Anyway.
Is this just the copy you gave me? Because it looks very low res, though.
It probably is the copy.
Okay.
I sourced it off my iPhone.
All right.
My phone. By any company. It's not that it has to be low res, but mobile sites are a whole thing.
Yeah, the logo is a banana. The company that made your phone.
Yeah, a fruit
Obviously.
stand, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, so I don't know if anything will come out of that. One of the theaters said, I don't know which one, said they were trying to honor fans' contribution to the arts. And I was like, I don't buy that, but it's a pretty good line, I guess.
It's a good lie. I appreciate the lie.
Yeah, because, sure.
How do we fix this?
Having worked at a company that was prone to last-minute launches with a lot of secrets around them, I will tell you, there's no way in heck that's what happened. Like, you have maybe 2-3 people in the store who are allowed to know anything. I don't know how it happened, but no way.
Yeah.
Were they like, this is a tribute? I don't know. Still, support independent movie theaters. That's all I got for that story. But yeah, maybe all 3 of them. I will say on camera, I'm not a big fan of the Tobey Maguire. Spider-Man, I think he's fine.
He was the best we had at the time.
He was good at the time. I think. Yeah.
We can appreciate his contribution and not like his movies.
Yeah, and that's kind of squarely where I fit in. Like,
That's
he
kinda like
contributed a lot. Not my
I
favorite.
used to have a raggedy ass car when I was a kid, but I don't have it anymore. But it got me to and fro, and I appreciate it.
Yes, it
So
did.
there we go.
Exactly.
I love that Andrew Garfield looks like a mix of the other 2, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's great.
We'll see.
Movie?
Can I get excited for a second?
Yes.
Can I get
Yeah.
excited?
A
3,
little.
2, 1.
So
go.
last year at this time, I was playing a little game that y'all might have heard of called Ghost of Tsushima, which was, how can I put this tactfully? Excellent AF. I played 100% of this game. I got every trophy. I went everywhere on Tsushima Island, and I was happy. But once I got to that 100%, I was sad. I was very sad. Now, granted, the guys over at Sucker Punch who came up with Ghost of Tsushima, which I'm going to put that picture up there right now, are coming out with a new version, which also, check out that article on just a little website out there, supercoolnerdshow.com. Anyway,
What was that? Say it one more time.
Supercoolnerdshow.com.
Thank you.
August
Say it
20th,
loud, say it proud.
21, you can get the Ghost of Tsushima director's cut with some added some added changes in the game and some DLC. Yes, Jin Sakai is going to go to the island of Iki, which is also, these are historical accurate things, and investigate where a new Mongol cult that are rallying around a central female figure. So he has to go by boat. It looks great. I'm all for it. I loved this game. This and Last of Us 2 were my favorite games of the year. And Ghost of Tsushima edged out Last of Us 2.
Wow.
Just because, look, the story was great. It was, Last of Us 2 was a sequel. that story had been established. It was very hard to edge this out, but I also liked that there was a lot of action in Ghost of Tsushima. Also releasing free DLC content for multiplayer where you could choose 4 different classes. I gotta admit, that's a good step to introduce that totally free. Now this new one will cost you, but you can upgrade the copies that you have for a lower price. But if you want it brand new and say you didn't play Ghost of Tsushima like a fool, you can go ahead and get a second chance to play this game. Which you get a second chance to play this game. So PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4. Boy, I wish I had a PlayStation 5 to play this on. If I had a PlayStation 5 to play this on, I would pay full price again for this game.
Dang.
That is how I would pay full price again for this game. That's how much I enjoyed it.
You would also get 6 months of Apple TV for free.
Why would I want that?
I have no idea.
Anyway.
There's certain exclusive shows. They have one about game testers. It's okay.
Yeah, and if y'all didn't play it, I know you guys play PS games.
I want to borrow it at
It's
some point.
so good.
I will
When we
say
finish the village.
I'm in the middle of Resident Evil 8 right
Oh,
now.
okay.
And I am thoroughly enjoying it, so.
I think I said when I finished that game, I was just like, whew, I'm done with that. And then I saw you've unlocked infinite ammo, and instantly, like, my vengeance blood came up. Like, the headache that you're going through right now in that game. Yeah. Imagine.
Try not to waste bullets on fish.
Where are you at in the game?
I've beaten 3 out of the 4 houses.
Have you? Okay, no, then you haven't gotten where you need to go. Well, there are better guns in the game, and you can choose unlimited ammo with them. And it was basically like,
that's amazing.
I'm coming back, you sons of bitches, and hell's coming with me.
At this point, I'm trying not to snipe fish because I don't have enough ammo.
You know that first part where you just get overwhelmed by the werewolves at the beginning?
Yeah.
Imagine that same scenario with unlimited ammo. Just out of spite. Everything died.
Oh, yeah,
I
absolutely.
killed everything.
And not if you didn't kill the shop owner.
I think I was just laughing.
The worst.
I think I was
Cass is
just
really
laughing with
salty
tears. Anyway,
At the shop owner.
but yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Check out the new story trailer for the director's cut on our website. I did add it up there, and some beautiful shots from the game. It looks so good. I'm so ready to get back.
It's
into
so
this world.
exciting. Like, it's a bittersweet feeling to, like, platinum a game and just realize you have truly nothing left to do in that game. I platted God of War multiple times.
Also, you can pet foxes in the game, too.
Yes, I
You can't
remember.
pet anything in God of War.
No.
Or
You just
Resident
kill it.
Evil.
Or Resident Evil.
It's a bad idea.
Yeah, anything
I
you
tried
can
to pet Lady Dimitrescu because she didn't like it.
Well, that's probably because your hand reaches inappropriate places. Like
That's true. I can't.
You can't. You'd have to to pet her
It's too far.
head.
Yeah.
She's tall.
She's real tall. She's a tall lady.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to you, Cora.
Yep. All right. I have what will probably end up being the last story. We'll see.
No.
We're just gonna.
Oh, no,
we
you're
started
right.
a little late, so go ahead.
Yeah, we do have one more. I'm sorry. But this is one that I know Jason's excited for. So we have some live action stuff coming for the classic story Fists of the North Star, but unfortunately for Jason, it will be a stage musical.
Don't play with me.
I'm not. I need you to turn the camera to you right now.
No.
Look on your face.
You can also watch a musical, Jason.
No.
Yeah.
How? How is?
Tetsuo Hara's famous post-apocalyptic story "Fist of the North Star" will be coming to to Tokyo's Nisei Theater in December with musical "Fists of the North Star" starring.
What is Kenshiro gonna do? Like, sing a tune as he explode?
Starring
That's exactly what he's gonna do. Like, I don't know what you're expecting. That's how musicals work, Jason.
playing the role of Kenshiro will be the dancer and singer actor Yusuke Onuki. The music will be scored by Frank Wildhorn, which musical aficionados will recognize from Jekyll and Hyde, as well as the Death Note musical, and surprisingly, Whitney Houston's "Where Do Broken Hearts Go?"
Do you know
I just found that random and
who
weird.
originated Jekyll and Hyde on Broadway? David Hasselhoff.
I love it. I'm sorry. I actually really love Jekyll and Hyde. So just hearing that.
Oh yeah, no, it's David Hasselhoff that you're hearing.
Jekyll and Hyde is one of
I'm
the
actually
best
impressed
horror
with that.
stories ever.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
like-
no. I listened. I didn't listen to the original cast recording. I listened to
That's fair.
the other recording.
There's a few.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. This is being co-produced. This is a co-production with Horipro, Haku Horo DY Media Partners, and the Shanghai-based performing group Run Space, and in collaboration with Koemix. After it premieres in Tokyo's Nisei Theater, it will go on tour throughout Japan in January and then also into China. The tickets will go on sale this fall.
Jason likes to live a tuneless life.
Why do you need to do this? Why does Fist of the North Star have to be a musical?
Dude, it's Japan.
Coming next week, Mortal Kombat the musical. Coming the week after that, GoBots the musical. Coming the week after that,
I can't wait
He-Man
for
versus the Transformers the musical.
Andrew Lloyd Wright and Michael Bay do the Transformers musical.
Oh my god, yes. So, like, just
Pat Spiral and I are on the same wavelength.
Oh.
is there?
Please
Look.
don't encourage this in chat.
So I'm just gonna say, for those who are not aware of Japan's like obsession with musicals, if there is an anime, there is a 90% chance there is a musical for it in some capacity. And then if there's at least one of it, there's a 50% chance there's more. Again, Prince of Tennis has like 20 and I still don't know why.
One of the coolest experiences you can have in Tokyo is going to something called the Robot Restaurant. It is very expensive. It's like an anime robot musical fiesta thing where they're supposed to feed you food, but we didn't find out that until after we left. We left asking why it was a restaurant, went and got Burger King, and then found out that they were supposed to serve us food and didn't. Anyway, it's amazing. They love to be exuberant within Tokyo.
Stop
like
hate typing, Jason. I can hear it from here.
different types of different subcultures within Japan like have
Yeah.
very exuberant ways of displaying their fandom, and I love it. I'm so here for it.
Oh yeah, like, so I was talking to my roommate about this and we both agreed. So JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was inspired by Fists of the North Star. If someone told me that was a musical, wouldn't bat an eye. I'd be like, why hasn't it been one yet? They're practically already doing musical dances and poses to begin with. I have actually never watched Fist of the North Star, to be fair. I will say that. But, I will go into the realm of that's not anything I expected to be a musical, but I'm here for it.
I'm into it, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I find funny is because you can never find anyone in this world that is as buff as Kenshiro is, unless you get, like, a WWE wrestler. They're the only ones even close.
Terry Crews.
I know, I just got lost for a second. I was like,
But just imagine,
Mysterio.
just seeing the picture of Yosuke Onuki as Kenshiro, it made me laugh a little bit just because I know they can't find someone that size. But I'm excited. My favorite thing, though, from this evening is that Jason thought I was going to be talking about a live-action movie, I bet. And got to.
You know, if you hate music, you get what's coming to you.
I don't hate music.
Uh-huh.
I hate musicals.
you hate music. Would you? Nope.
You
Oh,
hate
no, go on, go on,
clear
go on.
themes and trajectory
Oh.
and mood being very clearly shown.
You do like Little Shop of Horrors,
That's
and
different.
that is a musical.
That's different.
So,
That's
Copyright.
different. It's got Rick Moranis in it.
yeah.
He's a legend.
Yeah, we walk in here every week. Jason is belting Suddenly Seymour.
Suddenly Seymour.
Yeah. Top of his lungs. Doing the high-pitched voice.
Y'all
the
got
whole
other
nine.
stories, right? You know,
Yes.
Would you like to feel a little bit better? So, if you are a modern horror fan, then you almost for sure know the name Jordan Peele. He came out with Get Out 2015, I think, and just changed horror forever. Then he had another movie.
Much
Us.
better movie in my opinion.
which is also amazing. And there have been rumors, and he confirmed them a little bit ago, that he is doing a third horror movie.
With my favorite name.
We have a poster and we have a name, and it's called Nope.
I don't even know what this poster is.
no idea.
And it creeps me out.
I'm into it. It scares me so much, and Get Out terrified me. Us was really, really scary. I deeply enjoyed it. And this one also has Daniel Kaluuya, who was
get him again.
Was the guy in the original. He's the main character in Get Out in his first movie.
He was also in Blade.
He can be real scared.
He's very good.
Him, Kiki Palmer, and Stephen Yeun, who's also
Stephen
amazing.
Yeun's busy lately.
And has been doing horror for a very long time at this point. This is a good cast. I will watch anything Jordan Peele does now.
Comes out exactly 1 year from today.
I feel like he learned a lot about storytelling in 2 seasons of The Twilight Zone.
Both of which were
good, but the
good.
second
The second
season
one was
is far and
amazing.
away better than the first.
so good.
Oh yeah, they definitely hit their stride in season 2.
So,
But
yeah.
I love the name Nope. It's
I think it's amazing.
you can just read that, you know exactly in the context. It's just nope.
I mean, he's getting worse, but in the good way. Like Candyman, which is his next film. Which
I need to. Yeah.
how the hell do you make Destiny's Child Say My Name sound creepy? Oh, let Jordan Peele get a hold of it.
You know what could tell you? Musicals.
That's actually very true.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's minors and diminished.
I'm waiting for Candyman, but before we get to Nope, I mean, we're gonna get that, but still.
I need to go watch.
How
the
does a
original.
poster creep you out? Because what is with the
Because
trail
he's
of
amazing.
flags coming off of? Let me go
Because
back
he's
over
so
to that.
experienced with doing different visual things, and comedy and horror have this weird connection.
Because he's been taking an approach to horror that's very high level since the beginning.
Yeah.
Just very abstract in how he approaches it. So that takes a little bit longer to do it well, but he already was doing it well by Get Out. So yeah, he's explored some of it, and I feel like he understands what the fear factor in his different images are, and that's exciting.
In this one, it's like that one lone cloud which should not be there, and it's the uncertainty.
And that's also, it's not just a natural, it has an intent behind it, which Weather is obviously not supposed to do. And so
Unless it's Texas.
It's kind of referencing, exactly, it's kind of referencing something that we do not understand that is coming for us, which
Yeah, I mean,
Love it.
he's sold. All you gotta do is put his name on the movie,
Yeah.
okay? It could be Jordan Peele directs Clifford the Big Red Dog, which it's going to be terrible.
I'd be like, why
In
are
the
they
best way
making
possible.
that
Yeah, Clifford's
horror
gonna kill
movie
people.
for children?
So I would be in. So I'm totally in for this
That'd be good.
already.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to look up the Fright Night poster. I don't know off the top of my head what it looks like.
me neither.
Chat says it reminiscent of the Fright Night poster.
I have to check it out.
I've only seen the remake with David Tennant in tight leather jeans and eyeliner.
Also, Stephen
That's
Yeun,
valid.
one of the very few South Korean actors who's made it big here. Very
So
excited.
talented. Alright, yeah, that's Jordan Peele. Nope. Go watch it in a year.
I appreciate that the poster is already expressing how I feel about certain horror movies.
I just
Not
keep
because they're
coming back to-
bad.
Nope. Nuh-uh. Room full
Yeah.
of nightmares and Ghostbusters.
Yeah. There's a lot of horror movies. I want to see a lot of them, but upon seeing the trailer or a synopsis, my first instinct is nope.
You should come over and watch with us one night. We could at least have a girls' little night. Jason, you're welcome to come as well. You could be part of the girls' night if you,
Oh, will you paint my toenails?
if you want.
Okay.
I've never had them done, so.
Oh,
On the
as long as you wash your feet.
Colors.
on the condition that we can be a cuddle pile, because I will be terrified.
We could be a cuddle pile. You can stay the night if
I'm
you
out.
want. It's fine.
I will sleep under
can
someone's
cuddle
bed
my
and terror.
cat.
I have a queen size bed. You can sleep on the bed.
Anyway.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Okay.
One last one.
I have one last one. So it's time for us. Am I on this camera? This camera? It's time for us to talk about esports, Dallas. My esports content here is runs the range of its popularity from somewhat popular to not popular at all. It's never been a big thing on this show. But the Overwatch League playoffs are going to be a live event this year. They weren't able to do it last year, and they are doing them in Dallas.
Yeah!
They're doing live events in Dallas.
Hell yes.
Let me tell you something. If you're watching SCNS and you haven't really given esports a chance, Dallas is quickly making a pretty big name for itself. They could have chosen any city in between here, Europe, Korea, China. They chose to do it here, and that's because Dallas shows up big for every Dallas Fuel event, and because we're a big sports town. There's a good chance that we will make it to the finals because Hastro's finally bought Dallas a good team, which he's been trying to do for years. And also we may have the MVP, Fearless. Our main tank has done very well and has been front runner at MVP talks. So get ready for more esports content. Even if you don't love watching esports, if you like it, if you like Overwatch, the playoffs are going to be lit, y'all. Like, it's so fun to do live events. And Cass and I always go in cosplay. We're actually relatively well known at this point as cosplayers of Junkrat and Roadhog for the Dallas Fuel. Not sponsored by or anything, but yeah.
But would not be opposed.
We're in talks.
No.
Or reaching out to them. But yeah, they're doing the playoffs here. They're going to do the grand finals in LA. But if you're not a fan, though, don't buy tickets because it's going to be very hard for us to get them. I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm just joking. Mostly joking. Like, they're going to be a spectacle. It's going to be a lot of fun. Making a big name for itself. Has a Call of Duty team. Has an Overwatch League team. They are franchised. Has Dallas always bought its biggest sports name? Like, just bought...
No.
Just dumped money into it and seen what they can do?
Actually, no. Yeah.
Is that a Dallas thing?
Yeah, that's actually totally correct. Sorry.
Okay, so following in this.
I mean, why not, though? Hey, bring it here.
I mean, this is what we were talking about is like, I couldn't figure out, are they doing Dallas because Dallas has been big esports so far, big sports so far, or big events so far?
I think it's been more, we've seriously been getting into esports.
Events, we have been big in esports, but like also Cowboys have never had like a slump as far as sales go.
Yeah.
Not a huge one that I know of. Events, like when's the last time like a musician was doing a big tour within the U.S.
Well,
and
actually,
they skip Dallas? They don't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
I mean, Dallas is, well, just speaking on, something I follow, WWE Wrestling came here for the first time on Monday since the pandemic began. And then we had AEW on Wednesday. AEW was also a sold-out show and was topping the ratings on Wednesday. I'd like to point that out as well. Vince, watch out. Anyway.
Coming for you.
So that was actually great news. I didn't go. I actually had a chance. I could have had a ringside ticket. But couldn't go. So,
Fuel, I'm a little nervous. They're doing it at the Arlington Esports Center, and Dallas Fuel did an event there a couple of weeks ago. Dallas was the only team that was there. Everybody else was playing from their homes, and it's still sold out several weeks before. So I'm concerned about getting tickets, and Cass and I just, we've never eaten. If we could go to an Overwatch League game instead of eating, if that was the priority set, we're going to go towards the Overwatch League game.
Hey. No, that's right. Yes, I will go to an Overwatch League. I don't care.
Yeah, and tickets have never been expensive. It's about selling out quickly. I went to LA to
Allen.
watch. What? Yeah, Allen
First
was
one
bigger.
Allen, like 5,000 people.
Well,
yeah, but they're building that new one right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which I have insider info
new
on.
one?
Yes, a new one. Yes, I have insider info on that. I'll let y'all know later. I know people.
Dope. But esports
I didn't have the camera on when I did my I know people.
2,000, something like that.
Something like that.
But they also didn't max out how they could have people in there. I don't know. We'll see. We did well yet again as far as showing up big for Dallas and being very happy and proud and excited. So we brought the buzz, and now they're going to bring the playoffs here.
Get on board.
Fearless for MVP, yo.
Woo.
And Sparkle twerking in front of the entire
Sparkle
crowd.
twerking.
Their star player twerking in front of the crowd. That's how they introduced the team, because he'd done it on a video that went viral. So they just brought up the house lights and just him on, or not spotlight on him, just twerking it out. It was amazing.
I love that. I love it.
He's very exuberant. He's a star,
Yeah.
within that realm.
Very cool.
Fun to watch.
Let's show up.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Jason?
I mean, we should start wrapping up the show at some point. I do want to give a shout out and plug one of our friends of the show, Darren Tech Force. He is holding his album release party at the National Video Game Museum. He was supposed to have this last year, but COVID. But friend of the show, very talented nerdcore rap artist. His Child of the 80s album release party. It's going to be August 14th at the National Video Game Museum. Doors open at 8 p.m. Show starts at 9. Admission is $15 a ticket, and party goes from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. He, of course, will be performing with DJ Sean Swift, spinning some tracks as well. Ooh. Go support a local Dallas artist and pretty good guy in the nerd community. So, yeah, and of course, friend of the show. So, go check out his event. And also, speaking of 80s, I'll be watching Netflix tonight because
that's
I have the power.
Beastmaster. I'm sorry. I know it's you, man. I just had to. Just for that face. I'm so sorry.
He-Man, Master of the Universe Revelations. And then I have Snake Eyes, which I will be reviewing on supercoolnerdshow.com. Please don't suck. Please don't suck. Please don't suck. I love Snake Eyes. There. Review incoming on our website.
That part wasn't the review. That was just a begging request. Don't suck.
I really like Henry Golding, who's playing Snake Eyes. So it's like...
Golding?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing Snake Eyes.
He's
That's
so
pretty
handsome.
cool.
Also, there were people that are mad because they changed Snake Eyes from white to Asian, and I'm like, well, yeah, about there. I'm okay. Anybody can be under that mask, and it's a shame that the inevitable is going to happen to Henry Golding in this movie, and we won't be able to hear him talk or see his handsome face.
Going on a vacation?
You don't know what Snake Eyes looks like, do you?
Well, isn't that the point? Like,
oh, I mean, you see what he looks like. It's just there's a reason he wears a mask all the time.
but also stay mad, you salty
very
people.
thick mask.
Shy?
No.
Jason's going to give you a lesson after the show.
Anyway, you can check it out there. Look for the review this weekend on our website. Y'all know where it is. Or do I need to tell you again?
Oh, tell them again, just in case.
Oh, it's supercoolnerdshow.com. I'm very proud of this venture, okay?
No, absolutely.
All right, so that is our show for this week. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you in our comment section, in our viewer
just
thing.
Being a super cool nerd with us.
Yes. Feel free to always comment on our shows. We do enjoy engaging with you. And be sure to rip Jason apart for musicals in the comments.
And then
like
prop him back up for doing the website. But then rip him down again for whatever.
Yeah.
It's a cycle.
Rip him down for musicals, build him back up for website. That's what we're here for.
Rip him back down because it's fun.
See, if you would like to check us out on other venues that are not YouTube, you can find us on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter at SCNS Live, as well as on Facebook under the same name, SCNS Live. And of course, at our website that Jason has been plugging all show, supercoldnerdshow.com. But if you would like to follow us individually, you can find us...
You can find me sometimes on Twitter at BetterCat, more often at Doa Drawings, only drawing esports cartoons, not very well. And on Instagram at BetterCat.
Instagram, Twitter, The Good Cast.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Corodono Art for art-related things and Suikoden-related things. You can also find me on Twitter under chaotic_noodle for specifically Final Fantasy XIV related. And Jason.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at JasonTheX and my OnlyFans page at JasonTheX.
Oh, I'm not even going to
Pictures
look
of
that
your
up
feet?
just in case. Not painted toenails, so why bother?
Oh, no,
yeah.
we're doing a release party. It's not done yet. Okay. I need to approve all the pictures and make sure that
I would love the idea of
they're
doing
tasteful.
an SCNS OnlyFans and then only Jason is on there ever. Like, just because that wouldn't be the expectation.
I have to maintain my integrity and make sure all the pictures are tasteful, but still sexy.
Yeah. But only of you.
Cleverly censoring with a whiskey bottle.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh God,
Bottles are clear.
Not
a
if
lot
they're
of the
filled
time.
with whiskey.
It's obscuring enough.
I'm not, okay.
It's not network TV, Cass.
Anyways,
Makes a nice distortion effect.
Gross.
Thank you
Weird.
so much for joining us now that we've gone
Like
down
a
this
pencil
rabbit hole.
going into a water glass.
Oh.
It's bigger or smaller, depends on how far away the bottle is. That's right. This has been SCNS After Dark.
Yep.
The last 2 minutes.
Thank you for joining us today on what has devolved into whatever this is. Be sure to check us out next week. We'll bring you some more super cool nerd news and fun.
And D&D next week.
Yes, and as we always say,
Keep on nerdin'. Subscribe to OnlyFans.